Hey, welcome to my channel and to another Weight Watchers Personal Points meal prep. This week has been, you can come on in. This week has been a really bunch of easy recipes, cool recipes, nothing cooked or hot or anything like that except for the bacon frittata for breakfast. That's the only thing we had to bake and the only thing we had to cook really. So that is something I've made before. And then for lunch, I did what I call a trio of salads. I did a house salad and then a vegetable salad that was something my mama made when I was growing up that I used to eat like it was going out of style. Simplest thing you've ever seen, just wait. And then 3 bean salad, which I have made before as well. And the only thing we had to cook on that was the dressing. So for dessert, now here's the thing about dessert. I did not I did not put in the points. I did not build the recipe until after I made it because all I could find was Cool Whip Light. The recipe calls for fat-free Cool Whip. In my mind, I'm thinking, can't be that big a difference. Yes, it is that big a difference. It went from probably a low point dessert to, get this, hold on, 8-point dessert. All I know is I've already made it. It's delicious because I licked the spatula. I'm gonna eat it. I'll just have to fit that 8 points in. That's all I know to do. I'm not gonna toss it. But I found it at Dish with Dee on one of her blogs. I think she has 2 different ones, and I think she was in the process of moving her older recipes over to her new blog. But I'll find where it is, and I will link it. So if you can find the fat-free Cool Whip, definitely go for that if you want to keep your points down. So that's what we're having this week. You didn't have to heat up the kitchen, just at least a little bit for the breakfast, and that's all. So let's just turn around and get started cooking. I've already cut this into 6 pieces. I just want to show you what it looks like. Nice little frittata there. I'm going to serve it alongside some of these hash browns that you can't see. I'm going to make 4 servings, and 2 I'm going to leave out for me and David for breakfast today. So that's what I'm going to dish up for breakfast. To make the bean salad, first thing we have to do is boil the dressing. In here I have a 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of oil. Any type of oil you want. I'm using avocado. And then a 1/2 cup of sugar substitute. I'm using the Truvia Sweet Complete. Now just stir this together, bring it up to the boil, and then set it aside while we mix the beans. You know what boiling liquid looks like, so I'm not going to make you hang around. Now on to the bean salad. This is so easy. I have a can of rinsed and drained kidney beans, 1 can of wax beans, 1 can of green beans, and 1 can of white shoe-peg corn. I just want to mix that up. And all we have to do is pour our dressing over top. Stir it around a little bit. And this has to sit 4 to 6 hours at room temperature. So I'll go over it every now and then and give it a little stir to make sure everything is in there. Now the first time I made this recipe, I didn't measure it. But since I'm trying to do points now, I'm going to get my big measuring cup out and see how much we have. So hang on. Oh, I almost forgot the important part. Onions. I have these red onions that I need to use up. So, I don't mean to put my hand in front of you. I'm just going to put them all in here. It is onions to taste. Oh, that makes it nice and colorful. I might do that from now on. So hold on, let me get the measuring cup. Okay, I held this up and looked, and it makes 6 cups. I'm going to do a cup for a serving, so I will go in my recipe builder and adjust that. So anyway, I'm going to leave it in this bowl. Like I said, let it sit room temperature 4 to 6 hours. Go and stir it every now and then. Here's a super easy salad. I like to use veg oil because that's what my mom used. It has, and I got the no salt added. I didn't realize that, but that's cool. Carrots, potatoes, sweet peas, green beans, lima beans, corn, and celery. So it has a little bit more than your mixed vegetables, and I have 2 cans in here. Now I need to add some onions. My poor onions are, I think, frozen. Add how much ever onions you want. Stir that around a little bit. And then, hold on, I didn't get my salt and pepper. I don't want my house seasoning on this, just some salt and pepper. And that'll be to taste. And I was not sure, because never that I've ever made this have I ever measured. But I have a half a cup of mayonnaise. Now, I'm going to start with like a 1/4 cup and see what that does. I had a 1/4 cup of Dukes, and I had to do the rest Hellman's Light. So, not my favorite, but I'll take it. Less points than regular Dukes, which is the preferred. Let's add a little bit more. I think we'll go ahead and add the whole half cup. Now, at the time that I'm making this, I have not figured out any points because I wasn't sure how much mayonnaise I was going to use. And you can use mayonnaise to taste. It doesn't have to be whole half a cup if you don't want it to be. Whatever the points are, I'm going to take it. And that is all there is to the vegetable salad. That's it. Almost forgot to show you. I did measure it. It makes 3 cups, and I need 4 servings, so that would be 3/4 of a cup per serving. The third salad of the day is just going to be a house salad. That's what I know to call it. And I'm just using this shredded lettuce because it's easier. Next I have some cucumbers that I chopped up. Well, just 1 big cucumber. That'll be enough for 4 salads. Then I have an onion that I cut up because there is no salad without onion. And then finally, I have a boiled egg for each one. I'm going to, like my little Deb said that to me, I'm going to crisscross it. I'm going to cut it one way. Get hold of it. And then stick it in the other way. And just pop that on my salad. Now what I'll add to each one is some of our vegetable salad. Okay, these are closer to a cup full, so I'm going to count that as 4 servings instead of 3. And then the only thing left is our 3 bean salad, which I'm not going to put in there yet because it still needs to sit out at room temperature. Now we're going to make the orange fluff. This is 2 cups of plain non-packed Greek yogurt, and it's the Fayet, so it's really thick. So I have already started trying to smooth it out a little bit because it's going to get tough. It might work to use electric beaters like you do with the cheesecakes, but I'm going to try it with a whisk. Now this is just 1 container of Cool Whip Light. Recipe calls for fat-free Cool Whip, but I can't find that in any of my stores. We're going to whisk that together. We'll try to get this together before I put in the Jell-O. Now we want to whisk in 1 sugar-free orange Jello. Whoops. Okay, when you pretty much see no white as you're swirling it, it should be whisked up. That was tough on my arm. Ugh, I'm splattering everywhere. Now we just need to fold in 1 can of mandarin oranges. This is a 15 ounce. I couldn't find just in juice. The only one I could find was no sugar added. So either way, when you drain it, it's going to be 0 points. Now, while I'm making this, I can't tell you the points because I don't know how much it makes. The recipe says it makes 4 servings, but I think I can get maybe. I'm going to get my little containers out and we're going to see what we get. Okay, these are 2-cup containers. This one's a little more full. I did get 4 servings. It looked like a lot more, but once you divvy it out, I'm going to count these as like 1 3/4 cup because they're not completely full, but it is 4 servings, and that's what I will do my recipe builder as. Okay, so let's see what we did today. We have a bacon and cheese frittata with some hash browns, and I know that frittata is 4 points, so I know that much, and my hash browns for me are 0. I will put points on the screen for other things that I don't know. For lunch, we have a house salad with some vegetable salad, and then, of course, over here we have our 3-bean salad that I will add to that in a few hours. And for dessert, we have this orange fluff, and I licked the spatula. It is so good. Oh my gosh, it is so good. So I'm glad I found that recipe from Dish with D. So that's what I'm having this week, hopefully to keep me on track. And I think it's going to be a good, tasty week. I hope you're having a good weekend, and I will see you on my next video.